All right, so you're thinking about moving or relocating to Southwest Florida and you want to save a little bit of money? Well, I've come up with 7 hacks, my top 7 hacks to save you money while moving to Southwest Florida. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob Wozner with Keller Williams Realty. And if this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything about Southwest Florida, well, on this channel, I post tons of videos about everything you need to know about South Florida. So hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And I get tons of calls, texts, emails, and Facebook messages from people looking to move here to Southwest Florida, and I absolutely love it. If you're even thinking about making a move to Southwest Florida, well, take the first step. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, send me a Facebook message, however you want to get in touch with me. I have developed the systems and processes to make this transition as smooth and easy as possible. And always remember, I have your back when buying and selling property in South Florida. So I came up with 7 hacks, and it's just not me coming up with these 7 hacks. I've been working with so many clients looking to buy and relocate here to Southwest Florida. And I'm constantly trying to find ways to save you time, money, energy, and pain when making the move. So we're moving into these 7 hacks, and I'm telling you right now, the 7th one you must absolutely stay to the end to find out because it's the most important. So the number 1 hack that we need to go over, and I remember this so vividly from when I made my move, is furniture. What do you do with all the furniture in your current place? Should I pack it up? Should I sell it? Should I donate it? Or should I just get some new furniture? You know, some people have that special table that they may have inherited from the grandmother, and some people, have a hideaway bed from the 80s. It's all good. The one thing I do know is that some of the furniture that fits in your current house may not fit in your new house. We can also go out and do a 3D scan of a specific room for you. So this is something that's really helpful to a lot of clients, especially if you're arguing over a certain piece of furniture. And this way you can really figure out if it's going to fit in your new place. But the one thing I would highly recommend doing is leaving or donating the furniture you're not going to bring with you, because it takes up a lot of space and it's super bulky. And I can tell you firsthand, a lot of you watching know that I made the move here a couple years ago from New Jersey. And I brought so much furniture, like couches and beds and tables, and all kinds of stuff. I spent over $10,000 moving down here, and I wound up throwing out almost all of it. It was a complete waste of money. For that $10,000, the only thing I have left are 2 beds and a mattress. That's about it. So if you really don't need it, get rid of it. It'll save you a bunch of time, energy, and money. Number 2, you got rid of the furniture that you don't want, and you're packing the things up. And how do you find the paper and the boxes and all that stuff? Well, there are a lot of great options when you're out there shopping for all the essentials that you need to get all your belongings packed. The first place I always look is an app called Nextdoor. You can go on there and find lots of people who have already moved and they don't want to break their boxes down, or they have a ton of boxes and they're already broken down, they're just looking to get rid of them. A second great option is to check Craigslist or your local liquor store and Costco. A second great option is to check Craigslist, and the local liquor store and Costco is a great resource. Butcher paper to wrap all your items in. I don't go to the regular store and buy that because it's real expensive. A great option is to go to a construction supply house because they sell it in these big rolls for like 30 bucks. All right, the third hack, the beautiful appliances, the refrigerator, the oven. Well, the houses down here typically have them. The refrigerator, the washer dryer, and some other appliances are all negotiable. But other appliances and utilities are must-stays. So one thing that I highly recommend for you is that when we get you that accepted offer, we're going to negotiate on your behalf to have all those appliances here for you. So that is one thing we'll have to have a conversation about. Like, do you want appliances that are in the house currently, or do you just want to buy new appliances when you move into your new house? It's also good to explore some of the home warranty options to cover some of the appliances that are pre-existing in the home. Again, this is something we can talk about and see what the best option for you is moving forward. All right, so hack number 4, and it's actually about spending a little money, but it's about those movers. Again, I can relate. The First times I moved, I did it all myself and it was a pain in the butt. You know, you get in fights with the spouse, the kids, your friends that are helping you. It's just not worth it. But I was actually shocked that it didn't cost so much to get those movers. You know, you can find some really good movers. Once I got the truck, they came in and they consulted for a couple $100. You know, they came into my house, they showed me where everything would go, and it really saved me a lot of money because I didn't need 2 trucks or a trailer. They're able to pack the truck just right. And for a couple $100, I was able to get them over and they did everything for me. But we do have some great local moving companies also. There are companies that can move you from the state that you currently live in down here to Southwest Florida. The one thing I would recommend, and it really depends if you're comfortable driving a moving truck, because the most equitable thing is having a company pack your belongings that you currently own and put those in the truck for you. It's very efficient and they get more stuff into the truck because they're professionals and they know what they're doing, and it kind of looks like they're playing a Tetris game. Another option is getting a pod, and this is where they come to your house and they put the pod in your driveway, and then you take your time and pack all your stuff and put it in this pod, and then they come pick it up, and then once you're down here and you're ready to get your stuff, you give them a call and they deliver it to your house. One of the advantages of a pod is that they can store your stuff until you're ready to have them delivered. All right, so we're working our way down the list, and these are the things that are really gonna save you a lot of time, money, and energy. But if you wanna know everything about Southwest Florida, well, this is the channel you need to subscribe to. So take a minute, hit the subscribe button, and tap the bell so you're notified every time I drop a video. All right, so the 5th thing we need to talk about is, you know, you have all your stuff packed up and you got all your stuff here, but your house isn't ready. Or you just figure maybe I'll take some time to really decide on the area I want to live in. So we're going to talk about short-term rentals and long-term rentals in Southwest Florida. So if we're talking short-term rentals, one of the things that I highly recommend is Airbnb. What's great about them is they have weekly, monthly rentals in the community that you're probably thinking about moving to. So you get to actually experience living in that community before moving in. And what's really great about that is you can actually get a place in the area that you actually want to live in. What's really good about the Airbnb option is that you can stay there for a week or 2 weeks or however long you want, and then you can move to another area and really explore the area before you decide to make your home purchase. And that's also something that's really important to me. I don't want to get you in an area that you might not, and that's really important for me because I want to make sure that I get you in an area that you really like. So doing an Airbnb for a month or 2 is a pretty good option. And if you do that when we're not in season, well, the prices are really affordable and it's the best way to explore the area. We also have plenty of rentals available in Southwest Florida. However, one thing to keep in mind is that the rental rate for down here is usually significantly higher than the actual price it would be if you had a mortgage on the house. Tip number 6, and I'm gonna really touch on this because I really wish I knew this when I moved down here, and that's the daycare scene. We've heard this before, but one thing you really wanna do if you got those little kiddos is lock in that daycare right away. A lot of time these daycares are packed up and there's a lot of young families with kiddos moving to Southwest Florida. And it's something that I didn't even think about when I moved down here, and I wound up having to pay an arm and a leg for daycare. I really recommend that you lock one in, find one in your area, and it's gonna save you a lot of time, energy, money, and gas. Eventually I did meet a lot of friends and neighbors and we were able to discuss more about daycare, but it's really important that you lock one in when you first move down here. Number 7, the big kahuna, and the one that you stayed all the way to the end for, and the one that's gonna save you a bunch of money. So what do you gotta do to save the most money when making your move? Well, you gotta get in touch with me. And the reason I know that I'm gonna save you a ton of time, money, energy, and gas is because I have a process that we sit down and we go through all of your wants and needs. The thing that I do, and one of the things that everybody knows about now, is Zoom. We've been doing that for a really long time, and it helps us get face to face, and I really get to meet you and understand why you're making the move down here to Southwest Florida. The Zoom call really helps me get to know your lifestyle, what activities and amenities are important to you, where you might be having to go to work. Everything that's important to you, we can discuss in this Zoom call. And I really want to make sure that you understand our value proposition. Then after I get all these specific details from you, I put together a real specific home search for you. And it doesn't matter if you're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever months out, you can actually see homes for your budget in the area that you're most interested in. So it's really important that we really get to know each other so that we can serve you the best way possible. You know, really narrowing down your home search so that you're not being inundated with wasted emails on houses that you're not interested in. We also go door knocking in certain neighborhoods if that's the area that you really want to live in. We're making phone calls to find prospective houses that might be for sale that are not on the market at this time. Another thing, if you live out of state and before you hop on a plane, we'll do video tours of the community and neighborhood to make sure it works for you. And if you're thinking about buying new construction, I've worked with all the builders in Southwest Florida, and they're constantly updating me on incentives and discounts that they'll offer my clients. And because of the time I actually spend to get to know you and understand your lifestyle and setting up this home search, I have so many clients that are buying houses sight unseen because they feel very confident in everything we've discussed. I have mastered these systems and processes so that I can really get you into the area that you really like. So in order to start, you got to reach out to me. You got to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, send me a Facebook message, however you want to get in touch with me. And remember, I have your back when moving to Southwest Florida. And until the next video, catch you later.